You don't need results to close high ticket sales. You need exactly what I'm about to show you. What's going on, guys? I'm Damien. In this video, I'm going to show you how I close a $7,500 deal with a client without showing any results, with no testimonials, no case studies, no results, no proof. Okay. I obviously have all of those things. I've been running my agency for the past 3 years, but specifically in this video, I wanted to prove without even showing my screen how possible it is to sign deals without showing any proof. Okay. My first deal ever, I closed for $8,000 with no proof. Again, 3 years later, today, I did this purposely just to prove that you don't need results. So watch this video. I'm going to show you exactly how. And also, if you want the video of me actually reviewing this entire sales call and breaking down everything I say, why I say it, why I said this, why I didn't say that, if you want that, hit the link down below, follow me on Instagram, and just DM me the word sales call, and I will shoot you that video privately to your DMs.
Hey, Jack, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Awesome. So, can you kind of give me like a bit of a brief run on what exactly you're looking for and also why you booked the call, right?
Yeah, what I'm really looking for is leads.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's the thing that my company's lacking right now is I don't have enough work to keep my guys busy. So
How many
I don't
crews
know
is that?
how we did it, but we did really good this summer. We did May I did 386,000. In June
Okay.
I did 368,000. And then July I only did 300,000, right on the money, like 302. And then right now in August, we just sold a $13,000 unit, so that'll be in there added to this today.
Okay.
So we're at 238. So we'll be
Oh,
at
okay.
250 by the end of the day. And then we only have, well, we might make it because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days left. So we're a 24-hour company. So
Yeah. You
if
guys
they
do like emergency
if they
work
do it at
and
two
things like
o'clock in
that?
the morning, I'll do
Yeah.
whatever it takes. I do it before they
Yeah.
start looking around. So we have financing through Synchrony and FTL.
Okay,
We
good.
also have the lease if we have to do it. We've done a few leases when they couldn't get approved for nothing. So we end up doing a lease for them. And those have gone through. So unless they're really, really bad, we can get them a unit.
Okay, good. Awesome. Yeah, no, I always tell everybody like being able to advertise for any sort of financing offer is where we're gonna crush it. We've 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 advertised, I think, every offer under the sun, and no offer does better than a financing offer, right? Like 0% down, APR, all that kind of fun stuff. Those ones typically kill. And in a
Yeah,
little
if you
bit,
did
I'll
something
I'll
at
show you
that
some as
no
well. But
AC today, no payments for 30 days because they don't even get a payment till 30 days. So
yeah,
they can get nice and cool right now and not even, see a payment for a while.
exactly. Yeah, and it's good that you have that already kind of set up. Okay,
Yep.
so in terms of now, like, do you have rough numbers in terms of how many leads you're currently generating, how many estimates you guys are getting, and no?
No.
Okay. I guess in terms of maybe like closed work, are you guys doing roughly
So
30-ish
what
jobs? Some,
what killed me or what the way I crushed it was
yeah.
a lot of my old customers, my technicians that I had previously were great technicians, but they didn't sell. I'll give you an example. One of the guys that just quit a week ago, he went to a call and he replaced the contactor. So they called back yesterday, Sunday. My guy went out there. He had a video camera, put it up in the coil, and it was filthy. So he showed him the video camera setting and said the unit's 15 years old and ended up selling the unit we're putting in right now. But, it's a difference between having a right guy that will show multiple pictures of what you have now. Do you want to keep this system or do you want to work on it? He gave him the options of cleaning the coil, told him how much it would cost. And he said, but if you do that, there's no warranty on the coil because it's already 15 years old. So
Okay.
they ended up replacing it.
So your quoting SOP is a little bit kind of all over the place, right? Like the way that your technicians are quoting people isn't the exact same way every single time.
It's the same. Well, the two guys that are no longer here, they were they had the ability for sales, but they weren't built for sales. They weren't given the customer options. When
Yes.
they're supposed to give them options. We've told them, I even sent them to schools to give options, but I guess they just felt bad and didn't want to give options. So the
Okay.
reason that we did really good this summer with the two sales guys, with only two sales guys, I
Because
was
they were
able
giving
to get
options.
38% higher volume every month because of they had picked my old clients. So my old clients that were
I
previous
see.
of us, it's not anything to do with new clients. And that's what I really need. I need to get some new clients in here just so we can have them, add them to the customer base. My customer base is a little over 5,000 right now. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to build that up. Eventually, I'm 62 years old. So I may want to sell in 5 or 6 years. So the only way to
sure.
do that is to, build up my maintenance agreements, build up my customer base and get to 4 to 5 million. And, this year we'll be sitting around 2.5 million, somewhere around there. So, I don't see that it would be hard to get to those numbers if we have the right personnel in here and the right amount of calls.
Yeah. Yeah, hiring is always the hardest part in business, right?
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
and it's funny you mentioned that as well with the quoting inconsistency. That's what I've also had to deal with within the past
Yeah.
like 2, 3 years, right? I could bring on an HVAC company, and if they've only really ever dealt with like word of mouth and referrals, right? Then it's their first time running ads as an example, or like running with cold traffic. They tend to go to these jobs and having their same technicians going out. Maybe they don't have a sales team. It's the same techs that are used to sort of word of mouth referrals. I've had guys come on with me saying that they close at 80% and then they end up dropping at 8%, right? And it's
Yeah.
because they think it's the same kind of ball game, right? It's very different. So I think it's awesome that you've had those guys, and that's also why I've also developed a sales side as well. So when I mean sales side is we have documents that we give to all of our clients showing them how to properly quote like 6 different options, and standard operating procedure. Whether you want to kind of take a look at that or not, it's free for you to have. So um, there's that as well. Because obviously I can give you 30, 40, 50 estimates a month. If you're unable to close, then
Yeah. If we,
we
we
can't do
can't close
business.
on them, then it's not worth the money that you're paying for them.
Correct. Correct.
My problem right now is I don't have customers. That you're sitting here in my office and the phone is not going to ring. So that's the bad thing is, you know, I need that phone to ring. And yes, we call out, we call our customers and we offer them deals, maintenance agreements, whatever. That's
Yeah.
what gets our foot in the door. That's what helps us. The heat, of course, whenever the heat's here, it's a no-brainer. We're going to get calls
Yeah.
because we have 5,000 customers, so we're going to get calls.
You
But
guys are in San Antonio, right?
San Antonio,
Yeah.
Texas,
Yeah.
similar to
Yeah.
Florida,
Yeah. You
we
guys
just
get
don't
hot.
get rain like you guys get.
Yeah. Actually,
Houston
currently,
gets
right.
rain all the time.
Mm. Right now, I'm actually in Toronto at the moment.
Oh, okay,
Just visiting some family. Cool.
got you.
Um, yeah. Okay. Awesome. So I mean, really, I'm just writing this down here. The main thing we need right now is leads.
Yeah, the
But
main thing I need
also,
is leads. If you can, I told you I was successful with the Click Solutions in Houston, and they would do good until the girls were working on something else, and then one of the girls left. Once she left, she was the one that was, getting me leads, and then the
yeah.
leads were just gone. But he
Huh,
did other businesses, lawyers, different things like that. So, for
I
a
see.
while, for 3 or 4 years, I was doing really good with those. The leads were coming in, and if I could get 5 to 10 leads a week, I'm really happy.
You just need consistency.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can just
Yeah.
see consistency, at least one lead a day or something.
Oh
When you see
shit.
no leads and you're
Okay.
paying for the pay per click, and it's
Y-
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I typically like. I don't like pay per click really all that much.
Yeah, I don't like it
Um,
either.
right? Like you're paying for clicks, and you could get a million clicks, but if nobody opts in and gives you lead information, then what are you paying for, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So to give you sort of like a just like a super super short rundown in terms of like what we do to qualify the leads, right? So obviously for us, we're an advertising agency in a sense, or that's like how we generate the leads. So we'll run ads on Facebook, Instagram, and Google, kind of depending like what we think would suit you the best. What I tell everybody is Facebook or Meta, so Facebook is Instagram, both the same thing, is where we're gonna get the cheapest leads, and is where we're gonna get like the best leads. Typically, what I'll tell people is like Google, you get a lot higher intent leads, whereas Facebook, the intent's a little bit lower because they're not actively searching for it. It's kind of just like, hey, here's the offer in your face while people are scrolling on social media. But what we do to, well, both of those is yes, Facebook is a little bit cheaper. Google, a lot more expensive per lead, obviously, right? Like you're looking at hundreds of dollars per lead. But what we've been able to do over the last like 2, 3 years is really optimize with all of our clients to where we are turning our Facebook leads intent to, if not close to, where Google's intents are, right? And that's through landing pages, opt-in funnels. That way, when someone's clicking on your ad, before you get to that estimate, like after they've booked an estimate and booked in with you, they've already seen your company. They kind of have an idea of what you do, right? And there's a few SOPs that we can also put into place with you and your technicians before they go to the site that will ultimately increase that show up rate, which not too much of a problem, but ultimately the close rate. Because again, I'm not you're not going to continue working with me unless you guys are closing. So if I can help you in any sort of way to close, is where we're both going to be making money,
Yep.
right? So typically what we do is I'm not sure what that other company, that Clicks company was doing for you in terms of if they were just generating you leads or if they were also doing the appointment booking on their side as well.
They were just generating leads. And then we've
Generating
been
leads.
the 33 Mile before, and you heard of them?
30, no, I don't believe so.
So 33 Mile would just give me leads. And then once we got the lead, we had to pay for it. But then when we called a lead, they would never answer the phone or
Yeah.
it wasn't legitimate.
Yeah.
So crap like
Yeah, no,
that.
I hear that from everybody, and
Yeah,
that's why. So, hopefully, this is music to your ears. My job isn't going to be generating you leads and throwing them onto your lap, expecting you to call or expecting a sales rep to call and just kind of spend all their day calling leads and they don't pick up and having to follow
right.
up and follow up and follow up. So we do all of that in-house. We have an in-house team that will call. So essentially, how it goes is we generate the leads. Then we call them within 5 minutes. And when I mean within 5 minutes, it's pretty much instant. Right when a lead comes in, we're calling. We're calling on your behalf. So we are qualifying the lead. We qualify them based on three things. Are they in your service area? Are they looking for, or do they have a problem that you solve? Meaning, right, we're looking for heating and cooling. We're not looking for like plumbing or like electrical, anything like that. And are they ready to go within the next 7 days? Once they hit all those requirements, all those kind of fields of qualifications, we will then book them on an estimate with you. But what we do is it's an estimate request. So we're not necessarily telling them, hey, we've got you for tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We'll see you then. It's confirmed. We basically tell the lead, we say, listen, we're going to book you on an estimate request for tomorrow. We're going to send this information over to a head tech, and he's going to give you a call here in the next 5 to 10 minutes to confirm on his calendar, ask all the questions that they need, and then on the technician's calendar, and you're good to go. So essentially, when we book an estimate, we're going to send you guys an email and text over to whatever number that you provide me, or we can give it to a few numbers if you got a few different sales reps or anything like that. We'll send it to you guys. And the only thing that I ever ask of you, probably like one of the only things I ask, is when we send you those estimate requests, that you do call them pretty much the moment that text comes through. Because
That's what I was gonna ask you is how many do you lose waiting for, like if we try to call and then they don't answer? Because a lot
yeah,
of times
so
what I'm worried about is they won't answer.
yeah, no, dude, exactly. I know. That's what we've kind of curated here. So before we get off the phone with each lead, we tell them, we say, listen, all this information that you just gave me, I'm handing over to our head tech. He will call you here in the next 5 minutes. So look out for the phone call. He's going to call you. Like we confirm it many times throughout that conversation we have for them. So we ensure, and honestly haven't had a problem with it yet, as long
Great.
as you are honest with me and you tell me that, hey, I did call them within the first 5 minutes.
Yep.
If you don't and you call an hour later, yeah, sure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna imagine people aren't gonna pick
Yeah, they're
up.
gone and they're gone
Yeah.
within after five
I, I,
minutes.
I would, I would just ask that you're honest with me and you tell me, like, I get it. Maybe one or two, you're busy or something like that, which is why I'd recommend if there's multiple people we could send this out to. That way we kind of have multiple shots on goal. That will work, right? And then typically, right, like if we book an estimate for tomorrow at 5, we can do a few things. You can hand me your technicians' calendars, but when there's so many calendars and things can get a little bit out of whack. The best case for us is to just book on whatever time that the customer is wanting. And then once you get that text, if let's say you get the text and it says that they want an estimate for tomorrow at 5 o'clock, but let's say you already got an estimate or the technician's busy, simple. You just call them, say, hey, I saw you looking for tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Actually, 5 o'clock doesn't work. And then you just propose another time and it's easy. Haven't had any problems or
Realistically, as
cancellations.
slow as it is right now, you could book it.
Okay.
If it's the next day, only if it's the same
Okay.
day, I would have to have heads up. But if it's the next day,
Yeah, yeah.
you could book it and we'll make it as long as you don't do multiple books in the same time period.
At the same time frame. Yeah. And we typically don't. And again, I haven't had a problem. Like honestly, I haven't had a single one of our clients tell us like, hey, you booked the client or you booked the lead for 5 o'clock and we can't do it. Like haven't had that problem. Again, if I book for 5 and you can't do 5, you've got what I'm getting at is you've got the estimate request on the phone. You just book another time. Easy. Right?
Perfect.
Any sort of questions on that?
No, I would prefer if you guys were, do you have the ability to book the call for the next day? Just take
Yes.
down their information, then you just, text us or whatever. You have a call for tomorrow at this time. And we could just go straight out there or call them first and let them know, hey, we have this call booked for 5 o'clock. We're heading
Yeah.
your way.
So yes, we've done that in the past. What I'll typically tell you, sort of what happens with that is one, like we qualify them based on again like those three things, and there's a few other things you want us to qualify, we can as well. But the reason why I like having you guys to have a point of contact with them as well, that way you know what you're walking into. It's not
Yeah,
like
we
you're
want
gonna
to make
show
sure
up.
they're not renters, they own the house. Those are the
Yeah,
questions that we ask.
exactly, right? Like there just might be a few things that typically you would want to ask that maybe
Right,
we're not asking. And of course, on our onboarding call, I'd want to get all that information from you anyway.
right,
But what I've seen that works the best every time is that at least you have had one conversation with the prospect before going out. Like
right.
honestly, the last thing I would want to happen is you guys to never speak to the lead and then show up to the house.
Right. We don't do that.
I
We call first, and if they don't
Yeah,
answer the phone, we always tell them, you have to answer the phone because we're not going to send somebody, 20, 30 minutes away and find out nobody's home.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I've over the past like 2, 3 years now doing this, we've noticed that that's like the best. We send them to you. You have that short conversation. You can reiterate some of the things, right? I'm sure like the first two times you might want to just re-ask the same question that we are, which is totally fine, right? I want to make sure that you guys are comfortable with the lead before putting it on a
Right.
technician's calendar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your company charge per lead, or how does it work?
Yeah, yeah. So if you've done per leads before, I'd imagine they probably weren't good experiences. So
No.
we've kind of been away from that. So typically how we work is so again, we're gonna run ads on your behalf, right? So meaning your ad account. I'm imagining you have already an ad account that's already hooked up and ready to go. Yeah. So we would just get access to that. We would set aside a budget for you. So you would have an advertising budget. Not sure what that is for us. I mean, minimum, I would tell you to spend a minimum of like 3,000 on ads, which is about like $100 a day. And for us, we work on a 4 month kind of term, meaning, right, like the reason why I don't typically like month to month terms is, I mean, you've done advertising too in the past, right? Can't really expect to become a millionaire in the first 2 weeks, in the first 3 weeks, right? The longer we have access to an ad account and the longer me and you keep in communication, the better the ads are going to run over time, right? So for us, what's super important, and I'll tell you this now, and again, I hope this is also music to your ears, marketing companies should have direct access to whoever's speaking to the leads, meaning on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. I'm going to want to have a like sit down, have a conversation with you and understand how the leads are like, right? If you're coming on and maybe like too many of the leads don't have like a super high credit score or like really like we need all the information. That way we can put that information and optimize your ads. If you leave us in the dark and we don't have any information, we're just going to assume it's doing well and we're going to keep going. Exactly. So I'm saying like 2 months in, the ads are going to be like really running. How I like to call it is like don't expect it to run like a Ferrari engine in the beginning, but like 2 months in, 3 months in, like it's enough time. We're really pushing at that point.
Oh, typically, if you know San Antonio, we're going into our slow months.
Yep.
So, September, October, November. Typically, December, January, and February are my worst months. I either break 100,000 or just barely like 120,000.
Yep.
Sometimes I don't even break over 90,000. So it really depends on how the weather is, how the month is. If it gets super cold, we're golden. If it doesn't, we're struggling. We're just taking care of, we do have commercial work, so I can keep the guys busy with commercial stuff. But,
Yeah, yeah.
residential is cash paid today. It's,
Yeah, you don't
uh,
gotta wait months for yeah,
yes,
I know. Um, yeah, so I mean we'll be able to adjust our marketing in every which way. So maybe I should also mention this, right? It's not necessarily just email advertise or sorry, just like advertising in general. What we will be able to do is I know you mentioned you have a lead list of 5,000. Is that 5,000 customers or just 5,000 in general? I'd
customers.
imagine customers, right? Yeah. So rather and if do you also have a lead list of just like general lead lists, whether they were customers or not? Or
No,
okay, so you just got just customers? Okay. Well, obviously over time, we're going to also be generating a lead list in general, so we'll be able to do that kind of thing as well. But for those sort of like shoulder season, call it, we'll be able to do a few things like SMS campaigns where we're sending mass text messages. So we have a built-in CRM. I'm imagining you probably already have a CRM. I'm going to give you access to our CRM as well called Field Ops Pro, which you'll have. We fully manage it. I'd recommend you just knowing how it works. That way you can see what we're doing, all that kind of fun stuff inside. We don't do anything behind closed doors. It's all on there. Where if you give us or import that lead list into the system, we can send out automatic SMS sequences or email sequences to your clients. Again, promoting like OTO blasts, so one-time offer blasts, like maintenance agreements, all that kind of fun stuff. Reviews as well. I can't tell you how many times I've ran this and getting like 1 to 200 reviews instantly in like the next week. So that can really help. Like I think I noticed you guys have got 300 or so. You've got 381 reviews. You have 5,000 clients, right? So there's definitely a bunch of reviews that we can kind of get right off the
yeah,
get-go as well. Yeah.
yeah. And then I had a question for you, but maybe it'll come back to me. Sorry,
No, no, it's okay. Give me time to think. There we go.
I can't think of what it was. But so you would start with a certain amount. Let's say it's 3,000 a month. You
Yeah.
take a percentage of that 3,000. Is that how it works?
N-
And the rest goes towards advertising?
No, no, no. So we have a investment fee for the 4 months, and so that 3,000, it's entirely yours. I don't like to take any sort of ad spend or tell you, hey, it's 3,000 bucks, and then we're only putting like 1,000 into ads. No, no, no. Like you have full range into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's the cost of what's my cost to you?
Yeah. So the total investment for the 4 months, again, that includes ad creation, scripting and writing, optimizing the ads month to month, includes our in-house team that's going to be calling each and every single day. Again, we're not just calling them right when they opt in. It's multiple times a day until like 30 days ish, and then we kind of go from there. The SMS campaigns, email campaigns, pretty much the whole 9 yards, as well as the reputation management, getting you some more reviews. And I know you have a website. If you didn't, I'd offer the website also for free in this, but you have one. Looks great also. So for the 4 month investment, it's going to be 7,500.
Okay. And then do you have anybody currently in San Antonio that you're doing business with?
Great question. Yep. So currently in San Antonio, no. I've had a client in the past in Houston, like southern part of Houston, and also in Dallas. So in terms of the area, we know it quite well. I know what typically will work in that area, which is really really nice to hear. But
Okay.
so far in Houston, no, we're not working with it. Or right now where you are, no.
And you take payments with credit cards or not?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Also have financing if you'd like to finance the investment as well.
I just like to pay with credit cards.
Yeah,
Everything
of
that I
course.
do, I pay with credit cards. I don't, that way I know upfront what the cost is and, what how much I need to pay off or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, if you want to break it down, we have like pretty much the major financing capabilities with that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it sounds good. So going into the slow season, what kind of lead generation do you think you'd be able to get? Because, you know, the the heat season's pretty much gone. I don't think, see.
Yeah, I mean, I can pull up. I'll pull up an ad account from one of my guys in Boca Raton, Florida right now. And we're still generating her leads at a really good cost.
Okay.
Um,
Extended weather, San Antonio, Texas.
Here's the forecast for San Antonio.
Well, we still have some heat. It looks like it starts dropping off the 9th of September. We're in the 70s.
yeah. And too, right? Like we'll constantly kind of like readjust the offers that we're pushing out, right? I mean, this may not be in your case, but when we're working with guys in like Michigan, where I mean, kind of like Toronto here, where you have a summer and then you got winter. Well, typically we'll switch from AC to furnaces. So same thing for you. Like we can switch a little bit. Rather you do um, like tankless water heaters, things like that. Like we can do the kind of full on switch there and just like adjust what our offers are, right? We'll play around with them, see which one works. Again, we already have a sense of an idea of what works. Tends to be a little bit different per demographic, um, or per geographical area. My mistake. And we'll make sure that we generate leads. Like again, if I'm not like, when was the last time you guys did like lead generation through ads?
Um, I had a company called Lead Hub, and I
Okay.
started in October. I went from October, November, December, January, February, March, April, and then after April, I cut them loose because they weren't getting me not even 2 leads a month. So I was paying 1,500 or 1,800 for no leads.
Two, like just leads?
Yeah, that's it.
I I get a few times people tell me things like that, and I don't understand how that's possible.
Yeah,
Do you know how much you were like spending on advertisements?
maybe around 2,500, something like that per month.
Two leads, man. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry to hear that.
that
Um,
it
I'll
wasn't cost effective. And I told him, I said, I understand you needed everybody tells me the same thing. I need 2 to 3 months to get it up and going.
yeah, but
It,
not that. Like you're gonna see two leads in the first day. Like that's not how it always blows my mind how I hear people say that.
I had web.com. I tried them out because the next door guy, he does carpets and he was doing
Okay.
really well with them. And I told him, I said, air conditioning's hard because you have so many people doing air conditioning. It's like lawyers. So they said, no, no, we're the number one company in the whole world and we can get you leads. So first they told me you're not spending enough. I said, okay, well spend 3,000 a month. Then they told me you're not spending enough. I told them 6,000 a month. And
I
they couldn't
mean,
spend the
no,
6,000 and they weren't getting me leads.
no, no. Two leads a month is uh,
Yeah, it's
again
crazy.
if again I'm staring at one of my clients right now. We're generating leads for every 26 bucks. So 3,000 divided by 26. That's how many rough leads that they're getting. That's
Yeah,
insane.
that's great.
And like that's the problem too. Like we're here super transparent. Obviously it's your ad account. You'll be able to see the ad account. I'm not running it on mine and the separately. And same thing with our CRM. You have full access to the CRM. So um and obviously I like to say we know what we're doing with HVAC. Typically like me and a few other of our guys like have HVAC backgrounds. So I know the language, know the lingo, understand how the business runs. We're not just a marketing agency that has no idea what you're selling or how you sell it. Right. So yeah, but sorry to hear that with that. But again, I'm hoping you hear that we're gonna make a big turnaround there.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah, man, dude. If it's just leads, I'm not worried. Like we're gonna get you jobs in the first like 2 weeks of running ads. It's advertising. It's at least. I mean, I'm gonna say it's not hard because I've been doing this now for 2 years, specifically for HVAC. But like you run a good offer to these homeowners, they click it, they give the lead information. As long as you speed to lead, which is why we have an in-house team that calls like within the second of them opting in, right? Like kind of the same thing when you had booked the call with me, right? Like how quickly did I call you,
Right.
right? I called you first 2 minutes. That's exactly what we do. We ensure high pickup rates and we'll book estimates. Yeah.
So if generates us a
Hello.
lead, So if he generates us a lead, how fast can we call them back?
Where would they be coming from? Like to the email or?
Email or text?
We'd send you an email and text.
Okay.
Really preferably which ones you guys kind of prefer.
The only reason why, I mean, for the most part, when we get the other ones for the email, like I'll call them back whenever I see it, but I don't get a notification or anything. But if I get a text or a notification, it'll be within minutes.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's not real busy right here. He's talking about after 2 weeks, he can start getting us leads. So, he has a client right now that's spending 3,000 and is spending $26 a lead. So if you divide that, you could see how many clients
Yeah.
they're getting per day. That's like 3 a day, right?
You'll have leads coming in every day. Yeah, and again, it's typically how you want to work with me. If you want us to send you just every lead that comes through, we can, and then you guys can call them up. We spoke about that before in terms of like you
They have
not
a
wanting to
team
do
that
that.
they give them a criteria. They want to know 3 things. What were the 3 things again?
Yeah, if they're in your service area, they have a problem that you solve, so meaning heating and cooling, not like electrical and plumbing, that kind of thing, and that they're ready to go in the next 7 days. So after we do that, we'll book the estimate request, then we'll send that to you. So we're not going to send you every lead that we get in, right? There's a lot of
It's
tire
not gonna
kickers,
be
right?
like 33 miles or nothing like that.
Okay.
So
So are we getting charged for every lead, or are
No.
there like speculations? Because
No.
okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you're not going to get every lead every single day, but the only leads that you're going to be like client facing are going to be ones that we book on estimate requests with you.
Okay.
If it comes down the road where you want to, like you guys want all the leads that come in, you have enough people on the back end, like her or whoever who wants to call, then we can.
And will the leads be coming in like during business hours, after hours?
Yeah, so I mean with advertising, right, like you can get leads that'll opt in the middle of the night. In terms of the leads that we send you that we're booking, those will come within office hours or like within daylight hours anyway.
Okay.
Our
so
team doesn't
nothing
necessarily.
for the night, right? Nothing at 2 o'clock in the morning
No,
right now.
no. We'll get the leads coming in at 2 o'clock at night, and then we'll call them the next morning and send them off. Also, our team will work past 5 o'clock, so we can also send you guys leads. Now, I get
I'm good
it.
till about 7 or 8 o'clock,
Okay,
you know.
solid. And
So
we can send the lead information to multiple people, right? So if Tiffany's no longer working after 5, but you still are, we'll send the lead information to both of you. That way, whoever can call them first, or you guys can maybe communicate. Then one of you guys can call the lead, confirm the estimate, slap it on the calendar, and you're good to go.
Okay. Well, sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, I was thinking about going because right now we really need
Yeah.
more than anything, we need calls.
It's hot outside and we have no calls coming in.
Yeah, I should have found you 4 months ago. I think we would be in really good shape right
Oh,
now.
did you find us? I'm curious.
YouTube.
YouTube. Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, what I did was I put on there how to scale my business. So once I got those in there, your video came up. So I watched several videos, not just 1 or 2. So
Yep.
once I came across yours, I liked what you were doing. I liked that you did HVAC only, pretty much, and that you knew what you were doing with HVAC companies.
Yep.
Because when you have a lot of different companies, I've told you before, advertisers that advertise for everybody, they're getting a whole pool generated. They don't care about just a
Yeah,
specific.
they're the general advertisers. Yeah.
Yes.
Right, like it's different when you work with an advertising agency and they don't know your offers that work. They're just gonna
Right.
listen to what you say and whatever you say they're gonna run it. Me, if you tell me an offer I don't think is very good, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say I don't think we should run with that offer. It's not what I've seen work in the past.
And they're gonna try different offers and find out what works best with us every week or every 2 weeks. We're gonna hop on a call with him and he's gonna ask you how the leads went, if they went good or bad. If there's something that's not working, he'll stop doing that and do something different.
Are the calls recorded?
W- Which calls recorded, like the calls that we have?
Yeah, so like if a lead,
Absolutely,
and yeah, okay.
absolutely. Like
Okay.
our like. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm knowing the same thing. It's like our calls are recorded, like the ones that we
Like, so,
have.
yeah, so if a call comes in like as a lead and say like I am not here, but I have somebody in the office answering it, is that call recorded so I can go back and like listen to it to see how they're doing with it or no?
I mean, if you guys are calling leads, that'll be on your,
Oh,
I
we're
guess,
calling.
cell
Okay.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, never mind.
yeah. I mean like in terms of like our weekly calls, they're definitely recorded and
We
we
had
can
something like
look through
call
them.
rail
Yeah.
before where the calls are recorded. That way, um,
Yeah.
for example, I had a guy named Johnny working here. He had like 8 kids. Okay. So a call came in and, a guy was talking to him and he says, yeah, it's hot in my house and I got all my kids crying. He goes, okay, what's your name? Straight direct. And if you've got kids yourself, I mean, right there is a good opportunity for you to say, oh, wow, I understand how you feel. I've got kids myself, make that relationship. So in the very beginning, when our guys go out there, Tiffany does an excellent job on building that relationship where they want to book. So she
Yeah,
closes really good. And they've already felt great about the company before we even step out there. So that's why I think it's important for us to, build that mini relationship before we head out.
absolutely. You're head on the nail. Absolutely. Yeah.
And when will this start?
Yeah, so when I mentioned like it would take 2 weeks, I'm not saying it's going to take 2 weeks from ads. I mean, it's going to take us, I like to say 2 weeks. Typically, we're a lot quicker than that in terms of how quickly we're going to be, one, onboarding you, getting all the information from you, like service area, maybe if there's any certain counties or areas you don't want to go to, right? All that kind of stuff that we know. We'll set up the ads, we'll create the ads, get access to your ads manager, set you up on the CRM. So again, I'm going to say maybe 7 to 10 days in terms of getting that running. But moment ads are running, like leads are coming in.
So they have their own CRM and you're able to log into that to look at it.
Yes, every day.
Telling them about our customer base, that we have, a little bit over 5,000 customers. So if you wanted to email them or text them, they have a way to do a mass, like a blast. I know we do too, but
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if you don't want to do it on our CRM, we can do it on yours. Like we can write down the ad copy or sorry, the email copy and the text copy. And if you guys want to run it on your CRM, that's totally cool. I would just like to know how it worked out.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed. I just wanted to make sure that we answer the phone. Tiffany answers the phone all the time,
Okay.
so she does really good about calling right back and
Okay, good. And in terms of communication, like I would like to be in that communication loop because Tiffany, what I was telling Jack earlier was, um, we need to know how good the leads are, right? We want to make optimize like we want to optimize the ads every single week to get better and better and better. It's hard to do that if you don't let us know, hey, the lead quality is pretty good,
he'll
right?
let you know she's direct.
Yeah, good. And it's what we need, right? Because if we have that miscommunication, then the ads aren't going to be performing as good, and then neither of us are going to be happy when the ads aren't running well. So, or unqualified people are coming in.
Okay,
Right.
so from here, you're gonna send me an email about onboarding and all that?
Yeah, so I can send you the investment link right now, and then right after that, we're not going to do onboarding on this call, but I do want to show you just briefly the onboarding sequence. That way, when you go off, you will have less questions.
Okay,
Solid?
yep.
Okay. I can just send it via Zoom link if or on Zoom. Let me pull it up here. Okay, cool. If you just click that link there, that link is the investment link, and then
You do it.
once you get that taken care of, let me know, and then I'll share my screen quickly, and we'll go through the onboarding form. Sure.
Ads.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. Another thing which is funny to mention, I get
I don't know this.
every so often. I know Facebook sometimes is a little finicky, so sometimes they might, or your bank actually will not accept a payment. So if anything like that ever happens, by the way, I'll be the first to let you know. There's a lot
Okay.
of stuff with
There
Facebook
was a couple
people.
times I had to use two different cards because I tried one, it didn't like
Okay.
that, so I went to another
Yeah.
one. Facebook loved that card, so I know which card to use.
Okay, good. And again, if no one's ever told you this too, there's a lot of garbage on the internet where a lot of people will try to scam people who are running ads, right? Like I'm sure you ran ads before, so I guarantee you've got it. And once I get access to your account, I'm sure I'll see it everywhere. Where people will tell you, hey, you're disobeying our guidelines. You got to click this or your accounts can be shut down. Guys, I'll have access to your account. I will know if something's going to be shut down, I will message you. So don't click any links, for the love of God. Don't click any links or anything like that. I'll be the one to tell you.
Okay. The
Sorry?
payment already went through.
Yeah. Yep, I see it on my end. Okay. Awesome, guys. Let's get to it. Okay. I'm really looking forward to this. So I won't.
All right, so there you go. There's the entire video. I think I closed them in 39-ish minutes. So again, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, if you want the entire breakdown of me breaking down the entire video, why I said this, why I didn't say this, believe it or not, guys, the entire thing was scripted. Okay, so if you want the video, just DM me on Instagram, the word sales call, and I will send you over the unlisted YouTube video of me breaking down the entire thing. Other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next one.